We'll move on next to serotonin. Again, we'll start with the acute effects of stimulants on the serotonergic system. Acute administration of cocaine results in an increased reuptake of serotonin. We also see in animals that fluoxetine, which is an SSRI, can reduce the rewarding and reinforcing effects of cocaine administration. And the depletion of extracellular serotonin increases the rewarding effect of cocaine. And so here's a graph that shows the increase. This shows serotonin and also dopamine. So you see the increase in both with self-administration of cocaine. When the cocaine is removed, you see the reduction, and associated with withdrawal is a drop in both dopamine and serotonin below the baseline levels. Over time, we see that repeated cocaine exposure can decrease synaptic availability of serotonin. When we look at the role of serotonin in drug-seeking behavior, we see that exposure to drug-related cues can result in a decrease in serotonin in the prefrontal cortex. Again, following drug-related cues, administration of a 5-HT1BA receptor agonist can attenuate cocaine-seeking behaviors, and a 5-HT3 antagonist administered during withdrawal has been shown to inhibit reinstatement of cocaine self-administration. So as opposed to what we saw with dopamine, I'm unaware of any studies that have looked at the role of serotonin in either stress-induced or priming-induced reinstatement of drug-seeking behaviors. With the availability of SSRIs, there have been a few studies that have looked at the efficacy of SSRIs in the treatment of cocaine abuse. In rats, we see that pretreatment of fluoxetine can reduce self-administration. However, in humans, the results are inconclusive. One potential explanation for this is the difference in SSRIs that were used. Citalopram is more selective, targeting only the serotonin transporter gene, where fluoxetine also has affinity for the 5-HT2C receptor, and activation of that receptor has actually been associated with an increase in substance abuse. Quickly moving on to exercise and the effects of exercise on serotonin. In humans, we see a decrease in serum 5-HT following an exercise intervention. This was after a 5-week intervention, I believe. This is actually similar, though counterintuitive perhaps, we see similar reductions in serum serotonin following SSRIs as well. In animals, binding of the serotonin transporter and the 5-HT2A receptors are increased following exercise training, and we also see increases in mRNA of the serotonin transporter as well as the 5-HT1B receptor following chronic wheel running.